Good news, I found it. The romance that even people like I, who don't like romance, enjoy to read. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kat and today I would like to talk about The Wolf and the Hawk by Julian Greystoke. Rayoni is the wolf, aka the war leader of her clan, the Vern, when her father negotiates an alliance with the, not exactly neighboring kingdom, but the kingdom of Get, that they tend to travel through over the year. She is sent off to Get to marry their king and be their war queen. Except when she gets her husband, while attractive and nice to her, doesn't seem all that interested in letting her into all of the war planning and fighting in general. Rayoni tries to fit in while she's trying to convince her husband that she actually has a place in the war room and that she could be of great help. So while Xander, the king, and Rayoni butt heads over what her place should be in the castle and the kingdom in general, the Fra march on their land, a supernatural race with blue skin and blood that is cold as ice, apparently. So I hope we will learn more about them after this book, because it's only the first in the series. Overall, I really enjoyed this book. I'm not a romance reader, and it was refreshing to read something that was not cheesy, not over the top, and where the other plotline in the book, as in the war, didn't just take the back seat and was just there to facilitate the romance. No, it would have happened whether the romance was going on or not. Spoilers from here on out? Well, minor spoilers. I try to keep them minor. The book is told from Rayoni's perspective alone, and you really get to appreciate her. Like, she goes somewhere that is foreign to her, but she adapts the best she can. She does whatever she can to actually fit in, help out, and fulfill her purpose. It's great because in the beginning, when her father essentially sends off like, here, you're getting married, she doesn't throw a tantrum. It's like, oh, but I want to pick my spouse myself or whatever. She's just like, okay, this is what my people need me to do, then I will go and do just that to the best of my abilities, and that's what she does. There are many things to appreciate about Rayoni. For one, she speaks her mind and quite often has to bite her tongue, but you know, sometimes things need saying, and if you need to rely on a character to do it, Rayoni would be that. She makes friends easily, and the fact that she's the queen never keeps her from actually doing grunt work, essentially. And she is quite sex positive. There's no hesitation about the wedding night, even though she barely knows this guy, and she's like, yeah, well, this is part of it, and well, he's attractive, so why not? And she had partners before, so it's all fine. This leads into one thing that is really great about the whole book: representation. Rayoni herself is bisexual. One of the warriors from her tribe that come along with her to Get is asexual and aromantic, and the other guy is either bisexual, homosexual, I'm not quite sure. He has a relationship with the guy, he might be anything. For now, I'll just assume gay, but no matter, lots of queer people in there, and it was great. Especially because both people seem to just accept this. There is no fussing about, even in the patriarchal Get. It's just like, yeah, here my body servant seems to be into guys, it's fine. And then even more so on Rayoni's side, the Vern seem to be fine with same-sex marriage. Just like, wow. They are made out to be somewhere behind us and like the state of civilization, if you will, but clearly they are ahead of us in other bits, and it's great. While it takes Xander and Rayoni some time to find common ground, and it takes him until after an ambush and losing his arm to finally accept her as an equal and accept her expertise in warfare, they do make a great couple eventually. And since this is only the first book in this series, I have high hopes that if we stay in Rayoni's POV, that they will actually be a couple that overcomes obstacles together instead of creating new ones themselves by lack of communication or unnecessary drama. I expect there will be none of that in the next book, and I am already looking forward to reading that one. While Rayoni and Xander share quite a few kissing scenes that seem a bit steamy from her perspective at least, all the actual smut happens off screen, so if you don't enjoy reading that smut, then this book would also be for you. Later on, when they finally become a proper couple, there's one scene that is just adorable. It's after the ambush, so he lost his right arm already, and that's actually not a minor spoiler, I'm sorry. Anyway, he lost his right arm already and complains that he probably can't carry her to their bed anymore, even if he wanted to. Right this instant, she's like, well, I can carry myself. And then she gives him a gift, and his reaction is like, well, please carry yourself to our bed immediately. It's like, wow, pure romance. Great. One other thing that I had no particular opinion on beforehand, because I don't know anything about horses, but I quite enjoyed reading it, was every time Storm came up, apparently one sassy, stubborn horse with a bit more emphasis on horse body language. I wouldn't know how to interpret it, but clearly the author does know, so if you enjoy reading about horses, then this book has something for you as well. While there is some fighting in the book, obviously, there is a war on. It's not all that gory or horrible. I've read a lot worse. The one negative aspect I have to mention, it depends on how you read books. If coming across typos and superfluous spaces or stuff like that doesn't bother you, then it's perfect. If you're a bit more picky, like me, because I worked in linguistic QA, then you will find a few things that could have done a bit more proofreading. But it's not too distracting. So all in all, I can only recommend this book, and it deserves this kiss. Like I said, I'm looking forward to the next one, although this one only came out like 2 weeks ago, so I might be waiting a while. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week with another video. Bye guys!